But as one of my teachers once told me, and we'll kind of get to this towards the end, they once explained to me that this is in not in medical school, but when I was training to become a psychiatrist, I had a supervisor who once told me that gifted children are special needs children. And what that literally means is that like the needs of a child who's gifted are actually different from the average child. And the parents who recognize that and recognize that this child is going to need like a slightly different structure, a different curriculum, or a different way of being raised are the ones that end up sort of doing a really good job. And oddly enough, in her clinical experience, she found that much like any other special needs children, kids that were not treated appropriately despite their gifts were the ones that kind of struggled. So this statement, when I first heard it, I thought was like absolutely ridiculous, kind of blew my mind a little bit, but I respected the supervisor a lot and I started thinking about it. So what I'd like to share with you all today is sort of the pathway that a gifted child takes, how a society treats them, how parents treat them, the kind of struggles they face or the influences that they have. Let's not even call it a struggle because it may not be a struggle. And then sort of how they end up. And so it is, and that sort of makes sense. But the interesting thing that I found is that oftentimes being intelligent, especially when you're super young as a kid, actually sets you up for failure down the road because you never need to learn the habituated study like technique that you kind of need to, that you need to succeed later on.